Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are on the Texas Brazos Trail in Bastrop, Texas, which is quite a historic town of importance. If you come here, you can check out some things. They got a nice little downtown. They've got some shops there. It's also part of the Camino Real de los Tejas. This is where they would cross on the old San Antonio Road. You either from San Marcos, you either headed to Austin or to Bastrop and then east. So it has historical markers about that. They also have one of my favorite museums, one of my favorite small museums, and there's a lady that helped preserve the Camino Real de los Texas, so we're very thankful for her. But this museum gives you a lot of information in such a small little space. Definitely worth visiting. It gives you a history of the Camino Real, of the Native Americans, and a lot of things have happened here. This town was built because Stephen F. Austin needed a different colony, and they chose this place because it crossed over on the road on El Camino right at the Colorado River. So that's where they decided to build the town, and it's still prospering now. This museum gives you all the history about that, including the fires in 2011 that destroyed most of the piney woods in the area. Look at that little tractor toy. Thankfully, they've been doing a lot of work on it lately, and it's starting to grow back. So definitely, if you're in the area, go visit it. But this is what the damage looked like from aerial view, and it pretty much killed Bastrop State Park, but it's come back with a vengeance. So make sure to also visit that. And I like this picture because it talks about the mass weddings that they used to have, because people would wait and then all of a sudden a priest would show up and everybody, let's go get married now. But like I said, this museum shows a lot of the history of Bastrop. So definitely go check it out, learn a little bit about this interesting historic town. And also it has a place to honor our veterans. So yay veterans. And now this guy, the Baron de Bastrop, Felipe Enrique Neri, or Philip Hendrik Neri Vogel, who was a Dutch nobleman who was on the run. But really, he wasn't a nobleman. He was just like some scam artist that helped Moses Austin and Stephen F. Austin get their land grant. So without him, there really wouldn't be a Texas. Unfortunately, he died before the Revolution, and that's who Stephen F. Austin named the city over. But if you go here, they love him, and they have several historical markers celebrating him. So I made sure to go to all of them because he's actually quite an interesting guy. Like I said, he was kind of scoundrelly and everything, but he had good intentions, and he helped Texas become what it is. But if you're in Bastrop, make sure to also stop by Bastrop State Park. They've planted over 5 million trees, so it's been going well. It's been growing. These are part of the trees that weren't touched, so around there you could see the other trees that got burnt away. But just imagine what this place looked like before 2011. All these trees just growing everywhere. So you see the other trees sort of growing. This is another area that was relatively untouched by the burnings. And there's a road that leads you to the park right next door called Beecher State Park. And here you see the damage. You can see the difference. Those fires really, really burnt the place up. But like I said, they have a plan, and they're aggressively making sure that we get our pine trees back. And in 80 years, it will all be fine, because it'll all grow back to the way it used to be. But you already see a lot of progress, so that's cool. But check out these parks. They're a great place to go fishing and all that. So that's Bastrop, Texas for you. Make sure to go check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.